Hey everyone, Lensmanoz here, and welcome to another FTB Interactions episode. So last episode we got our coke oven, our primitive coke oven, but our coke oven up and running. I've thrown a stack of wood in, it's producing some charcoal and some creosote. I just threw one of the fluid conduits we got as the reward. Threw it on here. I didn't even need to make it automatic extract, etc. It just pumped out. So I'm thinking I probably could have put the drum directly on this hatch and it would have output to it. But that's doing its thing, producing charcoal, which there's a few uses for charcoal in this pack. Nothing over the top, but we did need to get into charcoal to start some of our other bits and pieces. Let's see. This stuff, I think, was something we needed. I don't know. We needed charcoal for something. Let's see. I dropped into creative mode because I didn't want to break this, and to get rid of that one tree that was over here, because it wasn't doing anything, and any drops just fell on the ground and wasted. So dropped in creative, and just knocked him down, and then jumped back, and I've moved a rubber tree. So the rubber tree that was here, I planted him over there, and we're now getting rubber wood, sticky resin, and rubber tree saplings into a chest as well. So that's very handy. I have considered doing a mineral tree maybe at some point, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself in terms of storing items, because eventually it's going to get full and we're going to have issues. The suggestion of a Pam's Harvestcraft well, fantastic, and they're fairly cheap. Like the well itself is 6 iron and some stone. It's cheap and unlimited water, so no more having to place ice and break it and pick it up. So I'll probably build another one and drop him over there. I've got this one here for this cauldron for when I do ore doubling using the hammer. What else have I done in between? The sponge pickaxe. Another fantastic comment from you guys in the out in the community there. Making a pickaxe out of stone, out of sponge, sorry. Sponge I can get straight from here. Allows me to place the glass down, or the sand down, convert it into glass, and then smash it with this thing, because it has silk touch. It's not very powerful. It's only like stone level. I think it is. It's only very low in mining level stone. But yeah, it has silk touch, so I was able to get some bookshelves as well. One thing I wanted to do, and I've done a bit of exploring in the overworld. I found apatite and phosphor ore, so I'm going to take that one, and I found a diamond vein finally, a proper one. I had to dig a long way down, and the scanner doesn't quite pick it up from the surface. You've actually got to go down a fair way to pick up that there's another ore area further down. So we've got some diamond and graphite ores, which I think I've thrown in here. Got a fair bit of diamond and graphite, and a piece of coal, yeah, because it needed coal ore as well. So that's just a couple of quests that I've done. What I want to try and do is mending. I think this will work. So mending moss, we're going to need some cobble. I don't think this does mossy, does it? No. It's cool. One of the things I did in the overworld was get some vines. And I did get attacked by some weird looking creatures from Fire and Ice that fire these like feathers at you. There's a whole string, or a whole like group of them firing these feather things at me. I almost died. I got down to like half a heart. This thing, the Stymphalian, I don't know, however you want to say that, the bird feather here. They basically throw them at you like a an arrow, and I was getting assaulted. I had to run and managed to get, you know, into a place that was concealed enough to let me heal up a bit and then get out. Okay, so can I do this? Yes. Can I do this? Yes. And with the bookshelves that I picked up in the overworld from that village near the lava thing. Okay, so I just need 10 levels. So I can do it. Awesome. I think levels is going to be fun for me. Experience. So I just need to do some stuff to get experience, and I can make mending moss. Great. Okay, where else have I got junk to put away? Whoop, that's not what I wanted. No. Go away. Thank you. Really? Get. Okay. Nice. So I do need to get the 10 levels, and I don't think I've got anything that'll allow me to level up at the moment. So, yeah, bit difficult to level when things don't quite give you the experience that you expect. I mean, smelting stuff might, but yeah. Oh, that's where it is. Get in there. Oh, actually, I can just turn them into emeralds. I don't know whether that's something useful, but there's some emeralds. Uses for emeralds. Silky jewel. We could have made silk touch like that. Cloak of balance. Okay, interesting. Some, not that I can make that, but also got imbuing station. Whatever an emerald compass does. There are some weird and wonderful things in here. Anyway. Ooh. Emerald tools. Cool. I can't fit that in there now. Alright. So, this episode, someone did mention a couple of episodes ago about welcome to Microcrafting Hell, and I don't know if that was just a thing pointing to this, but there is actually a whole quest line called that. I don't think I've got any of the things we're going to need. I need to make an LV machine hull. To make that, I'm going to need tin casings, which probably should be able to do. Tin cables, I should say, and an LV machine casing. So that requires steel. So we're still on our process to get steel. Steel, steel. Nothing here saying how to get steel. Primitive blast furnace. Okay. Primitive blast furnace. This is where we're at. So the fire bricks. Yes, we've done this a few times now. I need to do... Not that one. Not that one. The compressor, which I think we made, right? So we made the steam compressor. And we made... these two guys. Now what I want to try and do is set this up if I can. I don't want to have things go bang. But I might move... this guy. And I'm gonna put that here. Can I get our little coal boiler? Can I use this between? No. I guess I can't use the well to extract from. That's unfortunate. But we can probably put... It's alright. What we'll do is we'll just we'll wing it for the moment. Ideally, a smart move would be, let's get, I think I can just do this as my knife. Yep, oh, I did have some stone slabs in there, that's all right. If I make another drum, like so, and place him here with, yeah, I don't know whether to set him for extract always, but the idea would be I'd come up and go and just fill it, at least until I can work out a way of automating water. Okay, so that's what, 16 buckets? And it is a little dark over here. So if I turn that on, this sink can hold 16 buckets as well, so it'll be a case of me really smashing this through. No. In there. Okay. So it has 16 buckets. Just hold on to it, it's fine. This thing will have, I have to do an output hatch, don't I? Wrench, I need a wrench. Been a long time since I used Greg Tech. Long time. I think I put all my tools away. Okay. Left click, dismantle. Let's just check in the book, because I remember, no, you can right click a side of a steam machine with the wrench to change the output of the steam. No, apparently not. Okay, fine. Okay, let's put compressor here. Okay, so we're going for steel. We're going for these things. So we need the bricks. So I need a bunch of fire clay dust, which means I need a bunch of brick dust. Let's see. I did make that new mortar thing. That's the zinc. I know I put the dust away somewhere. I'm going to need that. I need a bunch of bricks. That's the fire clay dust. A bunch of clay. So how many do we need? To make this guy, we need lots. So 3 by 3. And it's got a hollow all the way through the top 3 layers. Okay, so we're going to need 9 for the bottom and then 8 for each layer after that. So 17 maths. 5. What have we got? 33. Correct my maths. Probably 34 because, yeah. Okay. So we're gonna need like 130 of these guys, somewhere around there. Which is going to be fun. We get 2 per brick, so let's get, I want like 60 bricks, don't I? Can you? Oh, can I not furnace clay? Apparently not. Awesome. Let's get some bricks cooking. Pretty sure I don't have what I require. Gonna need to make up a bunch of this stuff. So I'm gonna need a ton of clay, a ton of bricks. I've got a couple of stacks of clay in here. Ooh, worms. I got worms. Okay, so probably wouldn't hurt for at least another chunk of that. So we're getting some bricks. I'm going to be able to burn through a wrought iron mortar. That's impressive. So I'm going to need another one of them. And the wrought iron is here. Pretty sure it was 2 and some wood. Is that not it? Recipe? That's stone. Ignore me for a minute. Okay, so we're going to need another one of them. Because I need to make the brick stuff. And then mix the two together and get the fire clay dust. So this is going to take a while. You know, look how slow that is. Recipes for bricks. Apparently normal bricks can just be squeezed. This is slow. I mean, you can make clay bricks. Oh, really? Okay, how do I make this? A saw and a piece. Let's try that. That seems smarter. Saw and a piece of wood. I think the saw was here, wasn't it? So that's one of these guys. And then this and the knife gives me a brick wooden form. And then I get what? A stack of clay. Let's just grab a stack. And surround that guy. And that gives us unfired bricks. And then these can be smelted. Let's take half of each. This one had some as well, right? So yes, it's an extra process, but that's going to get us bricks too. Nice. I do need to make that the Tinker's oven thing. Seared furnace. I don't know how to set this guy up. I'm going to need the Tinker's book, I think. Do I have one? At Tinker. I don't really see the book. But I got a few books in here, so let me grab one. Got a chisel in my inventory. I'm running out of space again. Materials are new. Does this have the seared furnace? Here we go. Seared furnace is a master to all furnaces, cooking quarter stacks at once and cooking food with greater speed. Seared furnace can be any size from 3x3 to 11x11 with any height from a minimum of 3. Structure can be made using seared blocks of any kind with a single controller. At least one tank for fuel must be present, placed in an outer edge. So, yep, that's it. Okay. So I just need blocks. So I had them. Wow. You can have that. Take that. So if I make some seared bricks. Thank you. I don't really have a use for them otherwise. Cheers. Have that. 27 is a pretty decent number. Let's see if we can find, there's the controller. Well, you know what I needed? I needed the tank, didn't I? Whoops. Use. So I do need a couple more. I need 8 more to make a tank and a piece of glass. So I could melt some more down. Make some grout. It's alright, bit of a derp on my part. So I do need a tank. Oh, look, I've got some more here. Here's some I prepared earlier. Stop looking. Got them. 8. You can have that. I did have some glass somewhere. No, that's a pane of glass. I had... There we go. You surrounded by you. Nice, your tank. Okay. Let's just start with a... 3x3. Now it looked to me from that picture that it just needs to be a square. So that being said, I could probably make a tiny little one like this. Not there. I'm assuming it's hollow. I've got 4 left. So if I do that, okay, that is complete. And it uses lava to cook stuff. Okay. So I've got my glove on. 1, and yes, I could have moved the drum. Take 4 buckets like everything else. Okay. How are you doing? You've pretty much already gotten through most of your stuff, which, okay, fair enough. I still want to try it though, so uses for you is literally in the compressor. Alright, cool. It takes quarter stacks at a time, so what's that, 16? Let's just, I'm sure I'll use the bricks at some point, but let's just get another, what? $16 of those guys. Do it all at once, or is it do it in... I don't know if it would have just done... because it's a lot slower, right? So that is a lot slower. So I'm guessing if you just throw stuff in there, it will cook it in one hit. Yep. Okay, it'll do a stack in one hit. And that's used 100 millibuckets of lava so far. And it does pause its use. That's awesome. So there you go. There's a very nice way of cooking things. So if I go and get all the food out of over there and throw it in there, whoop, sweet. I don't know if it's automatable. That's something I'd have to look into. Really need an AE system already. Please, AE system for free. Would be nice. So we've got 62 of these guys. So I want 62 of these. Yep, and then that and that should give us 2 stacks. Yeah, that's fine. All right, let's get. I'm assuming this will work. Been a long time. You are I assume, going to heat up. I can't see a temperature on it at the moment. I don't know where we get the temperature to say that this is heating, producing steam. Got water. Here we go. All right, so things are starting to kick off. I'm going to throw all that charcoal in there. We've got wood. It's fine. And this is moving fairly speedily. We've always got low-grade charcoal as well. So this does 1600. Low-grade charcoal is 1360, so it's not much below that. I'm pretty sure once this gets to full, it will generate steam, in which case we can put this stuff in here and we should get our fire bricks stuff out of it. So this in a compressor gives us compressed fire clay, and then we need to smelt that. That gives us the gives us all that junk. Oh boy. Again, yes. Lots of little steps. And I understand why GregTech does it, but yeah, sometimes it gets a little grindy. It's one of the reasons I tend to not play a pack with GregTech, but it's been a while and I wanted something different. So this pack was it. Still, that is going to take a while, isn't it? And the main thing with this is if it runs out of water, don't add any extra water in while it's hot. Let it cool down, then re-add the water. So with this the way it is, if I can make sure there's always water in this drum, this has a storage amount of the same amount. That is using water, isn't it? It's just ticking very slightly. Oh, we're actually working. I didn't even believe we were making steam yet. But apparently we are. And I didn't hear this go, so maybe the sounds are turned off, which is fine by me. Some of the sounds of the machines, industrial car for example, are annoying. Oh yeah, there you go. You can see in the tank there, it's got a little bit of steam. The hotter this gets, the better off we are. That doesn't even look like it's moved. I'm not sure if how much this is going to use. Maybe once it hits the top and is on its way. Yeah, you can see, look, it's just using that very tiny amount of water each time there, like nice and slow, keeping it full of water. It's using 1 millibucket per, like, I don't know, a couple of seconds. Maybe 1 millibucket a second. Every 3 or so. We've got 1 brick though. Not sure why I produced 1 brick and do I need to take that brick out? I hope not. That would be annoying. Here I am, burning through episode time, basically, because this is taking a while to work. I guess we are pretty much the wrapping up point. I just want to see this kick off and start going. We'll work towards some better things. Maybe I need to rearrange my platform. I don't know. Let's just check on this farm quickly. Got 3.5 stacks of wood, 25 saplings, which for some reason it's not putting all of them in here. That rubber tree is actually doing pretty decent. It's quite nice. How you doing? Halfway? Still no other brick? Odd. So this is our first step for the primitive blast furnace. Once we can make that guy up, we will be able to make Oh, we're gonna. This is the quest that we've got. We're gonna get some Precantio and some coal dust, and this will be used to make steel. Provide you with steel for your first setups. So that'll be coal and iron, I imagine. Wow. Oh look, it's finally starting to go down a little. That's pretty decent in terms of we've gotten half the heat out of maybe half a piece of charcoal. So a decent amount of time. All right, well, this is obviously going to take a little while, but you understand the process. I'll feed all this stuff through here, and we will hopefully next episode be able to build the primitive blast furnace. I'm hoping I've actually got enough here, because these two should give me 64 blocks, shouldn't they? 2 stacks. No, it'll give me, I need 4 stacks to get 64 blocks, but yeah, we'll work around. I'll work out what I need, and hopefully by the... You're almost full. Oh, you know what it is? This will need to vent. Isn't that how they work, these things? Does it need to vent? Yes, it needs to vent. There you go. So stop looking. We are good. There you go. That's how it works. It's got a vent. So I've just right clicked with the thing on top and we've got a steam vent. It will push out a little bit of steam that it's used, each one. But this is staying quite nice, and you can see it making steam there. There we go. We're hot enough to make a decent amount of steam now. And this is on its way. Nice. We can actually make our first... No, I have to do it. I have to cook these, that's right, don't I? But yeah, we can now start making, I guess, these bits and pieces. And I wonder whether it's worth making a tank, like a drum. I don't know if I can store it in a drum. You could pipe the steam into a drum. I don't know if it's a thing in this, in Great Tech. Probably not. It's fairly good on its keeping, you know, people from cheating it. But yeah, let's take our bricks we got so far. Spread them out. Using a little bit of lava. Got 5 bricks. We have 5 bricks. Check that out. And then these guys will be able to be formed into a... I don't think it's in here. I think I've got to use tools, yep. So usage in a hammer. Hammer. Wrong hammer. Wrong material? Creosote oil. Alright, there you go. That one's got water. That one's got mana. Do I have what I need for that? Not sure if I can just use these or not. Pick, axe, shovel. Really? Doesn't like any of my stuff. Alright, obviously got to do it. Oh, you know what it is. It's probably not in here. Hey. you. Hammer, please. I know I'm over time. I apologise. There you go. We can make fire bricks. Awesome. Alright, so thank you all for watching. Leave those comments down below as always. Hope you enjoyed the episode and the derps. And I hope you come back and join me next time. See you later.